Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Pascoe, and this is a brief yoga practice specifically for the neck. In this practice, we're going to go through all the neck muscles, releasing tension and tightness. We hold a lot of tension and tightness in the neck. This is the area of the fifth chakra, the area of truth and expression. So if we're holding back something that we want to say, this area gets blocked. The tops of the shoulders is where our should list lives. If we have a lot of burdens, we should do this, we shouldn't do that, that energy builds up on the top of the shoulders. So this protocol will go through a variety of neck stretch poses so that we can release that tension and tightness and free up those blocks. You don't need anything specific. You can do this practice standing or seated. So find some space and we shall begin. To start, stretch up nice and tall right out through the top of the head, lengthening your spine. Let your shoulders roll back and down so there's a lot of space between the ear and the shoulders, and your shoulder blades are relaxed. Your hands can rest on your knees here. And then when you're ready with an inhale, let that inhale stretch you even taller and longer. And as you exhale, bring your chin in towards your chest, lengthening up through the back of the neck. You can even take one of your hands and gently press back on your chin. That will help lengthen the muscles through the back of the neck. And then with your next inhale, stretch your head up. Shoulders stay soft and down. Look up. We're lengthening the neck. We don't want to crimp the back of the neck. It doesn't matter how high you go, but enough that maybe you can even release some jaw muscles. And then exhale, chin back to chest, lengthening up through the back of the neck. And inhale back up. Shoulders stay soft and down. And exhale, chin to chest. We're going to do one more. With an inhale, lift the chin up. And exhale, bring the chin back to chest, and let your next inhale take your head a quarter roll to one side. So we just kind of swing it to the side to feel a little neck release. We're just visiting at this time here. Exhale, swing back center, and inhale to the other side. Just a little quarter roll, quarter of the way around. And again, exhale, center, and inhale to the other side. Exhale, center, and inhale to the other side. One more time each side. Exhale, center, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and return up nice and tall. Shoulders back and down, spine's nice and straight, chin's now parallel with the floor. From here, we're going to take a head tilt to one side. So tip your head over to one side, ears simply dropping to the shoulder. We want to make sure we still have a lot of space up through the spine. So keep that nice, tall, long spine. Shoulders are soft and down. So there's a lot of space here that we're working. And now we're going to pause for a minute and take a couple breaths so we have a chance to work through that tension and tightness. On each exhale, see if you can let your head get a little bit heavier. We're going to let the weight of our head and gravity do most of the work here for us. Our intention is just going to keep that long spine and stay focused on a nice slow breath. One more simply right here, releasing, stretching. And then on this side that you're stretching, you're going to reach that arm straight out, making a diagonal line. Fingertips are searching towards the floor, reaching towards the floor. We don't want to hold our arm up in the air here because that's actually going to tense up muscles, but we want to reach it out a bit so that we have a nice long line of energy opening all the way down to the hand. Shoulders are still soft and down, spine's nice and tall. From here, we're going to flex the wrist. Flex that wrist, press through the palm now, still at that diagonal angle, spreading the fingers and drawing the fingertips slightly back towards your head. I know you're feeling this right now. This whole line of energy just opening. Keep the head tilted, tall spine. Take a breath. Use those exhales. We're releasing tension, so the emphasis is on the exhale. Through that exhale, soften, mindfully let go of what you feel of tension and tightness. And then relax that hand, Bend the elbow, bring the arm behind your back so the back of the hand rests on the low back. Shoulders are softened down, elbows drawn slightly back with the head still tilted. Gently now rotate the head and gaze down towards the shoulder. Shoulders are soft, head's tilted. And again, this is going to give a new sensation, a little farther back in the neck. Use that exhale, soften, relax. Let's stay here for one more deep breath. Just seeing if you can let go a little bit more. And then we're going to exit mindfully. So you're first going to bring that hand back to your knee. Then your head and neck are going to come up, and then take a couple little rolls for the shoulders. So sending that energy through the body, smoothing it out. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So tall spine here, shoulders soft and down. First, it's the head tilt. Simply let the head drop over. And we stay for a couple breaths here. Using that exhale. Exhale, just soften. Let the muscles release. No need to apply pressure. Again, the weight of the head and gravity are going to do all the active work for you. Stay focused on the breath and allowing it to happen. And then on that side that you're stretching, reach that arm out to a diagonal. Fingertips are pointing towards the floor, making sure we don't bring the arm up into the air. Fingertips reaching down. Take a deep breath. Soften through that exhale. One more simply right here. And then the next is to flex the wrist. Press through the palm, spread those fingers, bringing the fingertips back towards you. You're going to feel that stretch all the way from the ear, down the neck, through the arm, and into the wrist and hand and fingers. It's everywhere in this line of energy. Releasing. Taking a deep breath. Again, using those exhales. And then release that hand. Bring the hand behind the back, so the back of the hand's gently resting on the low back. Shoulders are still soft and down. Adjust your posture as often as you need. We tend to slump into this. Elbows slightly drawn back, still lots of space here, and then turn the head looking down towards the shoulder. Taking a nice deep breath. You can feel this in so many places. This is about to be trouble. Glad we're almost done here. Okay. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly exit. Bring your hand back to your knee. Bring your head and neck back up. Couple rolls for the shoulders. Maybe both directions. And I hope your neck feels a little bit better as a result of that practice. Thank you for joining me.